Ever feel like you're screaming into the void, just waiting for life to make sense? You're not alone. What's Up by Four Non-Blondes is a raw, honest snapshot of that frustration we all face when the world feels heavy and answers feel few. But here's the thing, buried in those iconic lyrics is something powerful. Let's break it down. Not just the words, but why they still hit so hard decades later. Because sometimes the best way to feel less lost is to hear someone else say, "Yeah, I get it." In the first verse, the singer reflects on life at 25 years old, feeling stuck in a cycle of striving for something bigger. The great big hill of hope symbolizes the struggle to reach a meaningful goal or fulfillment, something that feels just out of reach. It's a relatable feeling, like no matter how hard you push, you're still climbing, still searching for that undefined destination. This could represent success, happiness, or purpose, but the vagueness of it makes it even more frustrating. The line suggests a sense of exhaustion, as if the effort to keep going is wearing thin. Then, there's a shift in perspective when the singer says they realized quickly something important, that the world is built on a brotherhood of man. This phrase is interesting because it's both hopeful and a little skeptical. On one hand, it hints at unity, the idea that we're all connected in some way. But the follow up, for whatever that means, throws in doubt. It's like the singer is acknowledging that while the concept of universal togetherness sounds nice, in reality, it might not mean much. Maybe they've seen how people don't always act like brothers, or maybe the idea feels too abstract to be comforting. Overall, this verse captures a mix of wariness and questioning. The singer is caught between the grind of chasing dreams and the realization that the world's promises, like unity and shared purpose, might not hold up in real life. It's a raw, honest take on the confusion and frustration of early adulthood, wanting to believe in something bigger but struggling to see how it all fits together. The pre-chorus dives into the emotional release and confusion that comes with trying to make sense of life. The singer admits to crying in bed just to clear their head, which is a raw and relatable moment. It's that late night overwhelm when everything piles up and the only way to deal with it is to let it out. The word peculiar stands out because it's not just sadness or anger. It's a weird, hard to name feeling, like something's off, but you can't quite put your finger on it. This captures the disorientation of being stuck in your own thoughts, where emotions don't always fit into neat categories. Then there's a shift when morning comes. Stepping outside and taking a deep breath feels like a reset to find clarity or peace. But instead of calm, the singer goes for intensity, getting real high, which could mean an emotional high, not necessarily a literal one, and screaming, "What's going on?" This line is the heart of the whole song. It's not a question expecting an answer. It's a frustrated outburst at life's chaos. The act of screaming it suggests desperation, like they're trying to shake the universe into making sense. It's both a release and a surrender, admitting that no matter how much they try to figure things out, the world still feels confusing and overwhelming. This section perfectly bridges the personal struggle of the verse with the anthemic collective cry of the chorus. It's about those small private moments of breakdown and the raw public outbursts that come when you just can't hold it in anymore. The mix of vulnerability and defiance here makes it so powerful, because sometimes the only thing left to do is yell into the void and hope it yells back something meaningful. The chorus is deceptively simple but carries a ton of emotional weight. On the surface, it's just the word hey repeated followed by the question, what's going on? But it's really the anthem of someone who's fed up, confused, and demanding answers from the universe. The repetition of hey feels like a shout into the void, a way of getting attention when nothing else seems to work. It's not a casual greeting. It's a frustrated call, almost like knocking on life's door and saying, hello, is anyone listening? The phrase, what's going on, isn't just curiosity, it's exasperation. It's the kind of question you ask when things feel chaotic, unfair, or just plain hard to understand. The singer isn't expecting a real explanation. They're expressing that feeling of being lost in your own life, where nothing makes clear sense and you just want someone or something to acknowledge that. The fact that it's delivered as a chant makes it even more powerful. It's not just one person's confusion, it's a universal cry, something anyone who's ever felt adrift can shout along to. What makes this chorus hit so hard is its open-endedness. It doesn't offer solutions or deep wisdom. It just asks. And in that way, it becomes a mirror for the listener. Some might hear it as a political statement, especially given the 90s context, others as personal angst, and some as existential confusion. But at its core, it's about the need to voice that frustration when the world feels like too much. It's not about finding answers. It's about refusing to stay silent in the face of the mess. In verse 2, the lyrics dive deeper into the exhaustion of trying to change things, whether that's within society or just within oneself. The repetition of, I try, oh my God, do I try, emphasizes a sense of desperation, like the singer is putting in relentless effort but hitting a wall. The word institution is key here. It could mean anything from the system, government, society, oppressive structures, to personal, mental, or emotional patterns that feel inescapable. It's that feeling of being trapped in a cycle, giving your all, but still feeling stuck in the same place. Then comes the shift to prayer. Oh my God, do I pray? I pray every single day. This isn't necessarily religious in a traditional sense. It's more about pleading for something bigger to happen, some kind of breakthrough. The word revolution is striking because it's not just about small changes. It's a demand for a complete upheaval, a total reset. Whether it's internal, like a personal transformation, or external, like societal change, the singer is begging for a radical shift because the slow grind of trying isn't cutting it anymore. What makes this verse so powerful is the raw honesty in the struggle. It's not just venting, it's admitting that effort alone isn't enough, that sometimes you need something seismic to break free. The contrast between institution, rigid, unchanging, and revolution, explosive, transformative, captures the tension between feeling trapped and desperately craving liberation. It's a universal sentiment. Anyone who's ever felt like they're running in circles can relate to that cry for a revolution, big or small.